What's up, y'all? It's your girl Sanjay from Oracles of Isanjay, and I'm back with another video. Okay, so the title of our video today is Cops Pull a Trigger, Kill a Nigga, He's a Hero. I want to start this off with saying, YouTube, please don't flag my video. YouTube, please don't flag my video. I'm going to watch my mouth, okay? I promise I'm going to do my best, but like, I'm trying to do something for people. And y'all usually do flag me when I get too deep in my topics, but y'all want me to bring people here, and I gotta be myself to bring people here, and I gotta talk about things that's important to me to continue to come. So, please respect that within me and learn to just accept who I am. Um, but to my subscribers, what's up, y'all? To the viewers, what's up, y'all? Make sure y'all like my video for sure. If you already subscribed, turn on your post notifications. You feel me? You talk, I talk back, and I answer questions. So, not crazy questions, but y'all should know by now, like, I'm not no normal reader. I don't talk about, like, regular things. Okay? So, I feel like our topic of today is very important because when I did the first video, I don't remember what the title was that I was going to do for the video before I had the title that the video was, and it was supposed to be based on like divine masculine energy. But instead of it being based on divine masculine energy, it was more so based around the divine feminine and like how she could be in ways that would make herself even feel more desirable to the divine masculine by doing the work on herself. So I feel like this video is more for the divine masculine, but divine feminine, you are welcomed here because there's going to be things for you too. So if you see me looking around a lot and stuff like that, I'm nervous, partially because of like I'm in a different space, and also I'm nervous because of this topic. I took a little bit of notes before this video because I didn't have like my other device, because if I had my other device, I would have just read y'all stuff like word for word, but that's okay as well. So the topic of today is police brutality and like how us brown people don't work together. Why do I say brown? I say brown because I say brown. Um, that's me. That's how I talk. That's how I speak. That's how I see things because it is the truth. You may not want to see it because of how people who abuse their power separated us, and um, how the universe worked and split up the lands, and now we are people who speak different languages because it was so and it is so, so it is. But brown, right? Because being brown in America is dangerous no matter what your reason for being brown is, okay? So cops pull a trigger, kill a nigga, he's a hero. First of all, I started with, I was going to look up some names. I wanted to do like a list of people who died from police brutality, but nobody has done like any recent articles to where I felt like I was going to be satisfied with the names on the list. Most of the articles are like older, especially within the research that I could do in 5 minutes. Most of those articles were older, like 2022 at the latest. Because it seemed like the way that I had to find what was going on this year, I had to search up something totally different, which doesn't make sense because it's all in the same category. But when you can't find something and you're looking hard for it, especially like on the internet, it is something that they don't want you to see. And you should continue to look. Like, don't be scared to ask better questions. Did I already say take what resonate and leave what don't? Let me say that just in case I didn't. I really think I did, but take what resonate and leave what don't. That mean if I say something that stick to you, but it don't got nothing to do with you. Maybe it's sticking to you so you can use it to help somebody else. But I have found this list on this one website. No, I did not copy my sources because you can look it up. You can find it too. But the first name that I got on the first site, his name was Dante Wright, because our black women do suffer from police brutality as well, but our black men suffer more. So Dante Wright was a Scorpio. He was killed April 11th, 2021 in Minnesota. And then as I started going down the list and realized I wasn't going to be able to, one, copy all of these names and all of that information, because the next person, they didn't have that person's birthday. So they didn't have that person's birthday. That means they just killed that person. And nobody was even able to really speak for that man enough for that. When they spoke his name on the internet, they treated him like a John Doe. We don't even know when he was born. This man's name is Marvin Scott. He was killed in Texas. And then there was Patrick Warren, who was also killed in Texas. And then Vincent Belmont, who was killed in Ohio. So black people also, what I noticed when I looked at this, I seen we move places to save money. I understand we be having that little mentality, like if we was to exist back in slavery days, we would have done this and that. I don't remember what them towns are called. They're not called ghost towns, but there are towns that still exist within the United States that are basically all white people, and you are not welcome. I suggest you, if you into flexing your blackness and trying your luck, you definitely don't go by yourself or two or three people. You go about 5 or 6 and y'all visit and y'all leave, because they will make a plan to figure out how to kill you. Hello, watch TV. Where you think they get their ideas from? Most killers, they mimic each other because of something they seen. A lot of killers, they have like killers who especially if they get famous or something, they have a killer who, they have somebody who will want to mimic their exact life. Do not sleep on that. People are inspired by different things for different reasons. Okay, so that was that. That was 2021. On that list that I seen. But then in 2022, 19 black people were killed. I meant not 2022. In 2020, 19 black people were killed. The majority of these black people that was killed in the year of 2020 was in Texas, Florida, and Ohio. Only one black person was killed in New York in the year 2020, according to that article that I was reading. And then we switch over to a different article because I was looking for more names. And they gave me like some key points. So it says police brutality affects the mental health of black people, which is true. Especially, I could say as an opinion, especially a black man. Because you ever seen, you know how like people who have experienced bad stuff with the police, whether it be towards them or they seen something or heard something. There are a lot of black people who are really cautious and they don't feel comfortable being themselves around the police. And those who do feel like they being themselves, who, yeah, when they be themselves, they gonna have to fight maybe, or they're preparing to fight because they're being themselves because they're dealing with the police. There's that from that one key point. And police brutality, how do you say, it influences a higher suicidal rate within black people, and it does not influence a suicide rate within white people at all. That was those two notes. And then we got kind of like the famous names. It's sad to say, rest in peace to George Floyd, right? Because if it wasn't for George Floyd, they would have just kept doing shit to us. I didn't look for that name because I didn't think about that situation. But wasn't it a black man? It been a couple black people that was hung in the last couple years too. I didn't think about that. But we got George Floyd, we got Breonna Taylor. Another very sad, famous death. Like what? Um, and then I thought of the one from this year. I was like, what is something this year that was real famous? And that's what makes me say YouTube. Because YouTube banned me when I spoke on this lady death the first time and why it happened. Um, they put me on strike and I couldn't post on here at all. But Sonia Massey, the lady who was gunned down in her house when she was like repenting the demons in that man. Y'all remember her around the time of election? No, I'm not. They make me so uncomfortable even saying it, like even saying the whole truth, because when I said the whole truth, they took me off. So it's like when you tell the truth, you gotta speak in parables or something, because if you tell the truth, they gonna get mad. So how do I say it? Like, because if they strike me once, will they strike me again? You get what I'm saying? Take that as it resonates. I told you once, I told you twice. Yeah. Divine Feminine. If you ain't see my video that I posted right before this one, watch it. What it's called? I don't remember, but I talked about it earlier, so I'll go back to the beginning of the video. I'm not thinking about it right now. I told you once, I told you twice. They do it once, they do it again. In love with you since the days of Juice. People kill people who they're afraid of. They killing us. Oh, and that was another thing that I wanted to bring up as far as us. Because remember we said black women do experience things like involving police brutality as well. Just not as much as black men. But let's just say it like they'll leave the black woman alive sometimes. But that don't mean she go unharmed or untouched. So I feel like this was an important topic because I feel like we need to do ourselves a favor of working better together and listening to each other, because a lot of times like men can enjoy their adrenaline rush, but it's that black woman who tell you not to do that thing. You get what I'm saying? Like when you date outside of your race, you know, people who can talk back to the police, they not gonna tell you to be as cautious because they don't understand like the severity of what it really is. Maybe somebody that they know from school or middle school, or somebody died from something involving the police or got beat up by the police or some shit, but like, or however it be, but it's not always at home. Now you are safer with a Latino woman than a white woman when it comes to her telling you how to behave in the world, because you know she has some limitations. But the Latino woman is a woman who, even though she, you know, she gonna speak whether you want to hear her talk anyway. So, you know, she gonna help you. But the Latino woman still does have to face similar consequences to the black woman. The only thing is that the black woman is not going to the Latino woman is not going to go through as much because her family has money. So she not going to have to suffer as long as the black woman. So I say that to say, black men, it's good to listen to your black woman because she is the only one who understands the depth of your consequences. Um, and sometimes it may sound like she want to simmer you down a lot, but she just know what could happen if you turn up too much in the wrong place. You get what I'm saying? The white woman, she just gonna bail you out. You get what I'm saying? But if she bail you out, you're just gonna get stupider and stupider and stupider and do more stuff to the point to where she can't bail you out no more, you know? And then you don't even got no nice ass house to go back to. So it's better for you to just listen and like respect those who are like yourself in a sense. Also, black women, you need to listen to your black men because black men can be irritating to date in a sense because he'll come off sometimes as your big brother or your father. You know what I mean? It's like two strong people going at each other. It's like he telling you what to do, but you don't have to race to be stronger than him. You don't have to think that he trying to water you down or nothing like that. You know what I mean? Like, if you're ever warned to not go with certain friends wearing a certain thing or drinking too much in the wrong place, I think that you should listen. Um, because if you did, he can't save you. You get what I'm saying? So maybe he helping you avoid being a target in a situation where he can't protect you. So I think that you should start to look at it different. Um, I don't know. I don't want to connect those dots because I don't feel like that's something that I really learned from my father. Like my father didn't teach me how to listen. My brother did. You get what I'm saying? So I'm telling you to be comfortable sometimes. Like with seeing him as your big brother. If you're a girl who don't have a big brother, you need to be comfortable with seeing him as your big brother because your big brother gonna tell you what's right. He not gonna tell you to put on nothing ugly. He just gonna say, you know, cover up because you're going too far in this cold and you planned on drinking. You know, ain't no man gonna be with you and you not gonna be safe. And that friend, she don't be thinking right. You know, so I think it's very important for us to stop fighting each other because every time it seemed like when we telling each other what to do, we just taking it as we telling each other what to do instead of seeing it in the point of we looking out for each other. Maybe she telling you don't drink and drive, or you know, don't smoke and drive in that particular area, because remember, like I said, it's certain areas where it's more white dominant, and if you black in a white dominant area, they will treat you like it's a crime just being black, and they will, it's suspicious. It's suspicious activity just to exist in a white dominant area being black. So we need to listen to each other. When your peoples is telling you black women going to these parties, they tell you you put your drink down, don't drink it, like don't put it, don't pick it back up and drink it, is serious because it's other people there doing drugs and stuff like that. You don't know. Like, that's my most important message. That's my most important message. It's nobody who can protect a black person like another black person. Nobody has suffered like your own people. So even, I don't know, Lord Tommy from the suburbs or whatever, Jamie, Jesse, Ashley, it don't matter. Like y'all need to listen to black people. You're different. You gotta understand how people treat something that is odd. It is an experiment. You are an experiment. And if anybody ever got the chance to figure some shit out about you, it's going to be somebody who is very different. Very, very different. Motherfuckers who be wanting to touch your hair because it feels so this and that. And all of that. And how does your skin do this? And all of that. You got to take that type of stuff into consideration. You have to understand that the melanin in you, is worth more than gold. And it's not a phrase. Like, a gram of melanin is worth more than a gram of gold. You are valuable. They selling your skin, your organs, your blood, all that. Black people. And yet we getting mad at each other when we telling each other to be safe. You know what I mean? We getting mad at our women. Black men are getting mad at our women when she want to know where you at. You don't check in with nobody, and I understand that you grown, but you have to check in with somebody, because you know what they'll do to you. Y'all gotta get comfortable with that. Y'all gotta get comfortable with that, understanding what it really is. And stop giving your information to people who somehow you still give your information to them and bad shit is still happening. This is a spiritual community. This is not a podcast. You know, people can think things into existence. Don't tell people. How the fuck you gonna tell a hater that you're going to a ball and think that you're gonna have a great time? No, things are gonna, like, it's gonna be little small things that go wrong, certain adversities that come up. You just told a hater that you was gonna have a good time. So to all 19 people, all 19 black people who was killed by the police in the year 2020, rest in peace, right? Rest in peace to Sonia Massey, because that Bible that we read without all the information in it, and that's not disrespecting the Bible, because it's still good information in there, but the Bible that we read, it told us that we had dominion over the demons, and she utilized her dominion, and she was still killed in her own home. A black woman. Who was probably so many black men who loved that woman who didn't want to love her, right? Who feel like they could have been there. They should have been there. Because they would either feel like it could have been them. You get what I'm saying? Or they could have done something. But we want to take the easy route because we don't want to argue. But we don't want to argue because we don't want to change. Because it don't got to be an argument if you just shut up and listen. You don't always have to agree, but you can have a conversation. But you can't have a conversation about nothing if you don't listen. How you going to ask somebody a question while they try to explain something to you? Why will you listen to somebody else, but you won't listen to somebody that looks just like you? Because just like we think they all look the same, they think we all look the same too. Them, they. And then that's when you can break it down to like the ignorant terms of what being brown mean. Because yes, being black, being African American in the United States is a very dangerous thing to do. And it's nothing that you can do about it except for being not in the United States, but you're already born an African American. So no matter where you go, you're going to be African American. And the only place that you blend in is Mexico and fucking Brazil, Dominican Republic, and Haiti. Like, what? Go there. Because you don't look like an African person. You don't. I mean, but I heard that we was welcome there, so I digress, and I'm going to get into the video. You feel me? I'm going to get into the reading. I said what I had to say. We need to listen to each other. The sign of you not respecting another black person is a sign of you not respecting yourself. When you see that black person, they know what you need. So by them knowing what you need, they are a mirror. And if you don't like what you see, it's something about you. It's deeper than just that phrase, especially in your own black person, because that is you. You see you when you see them. They look just like you. Even a strange black person, you can find something that y'all have in common. Something that's the same. You need to respect each other. That's the plus two. Yeah, we don't. Because we don't. We really don't. It's not male or female. We don't. I forgot who said that. I was watching something where it's like black women, and that's saying black women, and I'm not coming for black women because I am a black woman, but it was saying something like black women and expectations. You can't, like, if you want to be happy, you get what I'm saying? It's so many different aspects to, or angles that you could come from when it comes to experiencing a relationship. I'm gonna say it that way, right? Right. Because you could be exclusive or you could be a wild card. You could be exclusive or you could be a wild card. Black women. So if you didn't grow up like that if you didn't grow up like that Spanish girl, or you didn't grow up like that white girl, what makes you think that black man grew up like that Spanish man or that white man? You get what I'm saying? So you need to learn to adjust your needs based on the rooms that you're in, because you need to pick what you want, and it don't mean that you gotta pick what you want and have a type, you know, like, do you want a high vibrational relationship is the question. That's all it's about. Do you want a high vibrational relationship? Because if he can't buy himself a Ferrari, why would how, you get what I'm saying? How can he buy you one? And is there something wrong with that? Because just like that white man could buy you a Ferrari, that white woman could buy him a Ferrari. But just like in truth, that white woman can't protect him, that white man can't really protect you. So the Ferrari's out the building until both of y'all work for it, unless y'all both save up to get one Ferrari. And who the fuck wants one Ferrari? Which y'all gonna switch? No, so both of y'all gotta work for a fucking Ferrari. Cause that's what you gonna do with the Spanish person. Y'all both gonna work for that Ferrari. And then y'all gonna get another one and another one. But regardless, y'all sharing Ferraris until it's like 5 or 6 or 7 or 8. But with that black person, y'all both gonna work, and y'all gonna have 2 Hondas. Then y'all gonna have 2 Toyotas. Then y'all gonna have 2 Chevys. And then y'all gonna have 2 Range Rovers. Then y'all gonna have 2. I'm a girl, so I don't know. You get what I'm saying? Car levels, but I think I'm doing some good so far. But I was going to say Jeep, and I don't know if a Jeep is better than a Range Rover. I don't think so. So let's just say it like we switched it around. I don't know. I want a Charger and a Jeep. That's me though. I want a Charger and a Jeep. But you get what I'm saying? You can have all of those things and it just go one step at a time. But y'all both get to eat if you eat with a black person. I'm just saying, because black people, we the ones who know about breaking bread. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say, baby girl. I'm telling you. So you got to just pick your battles. Like, either you want to do it that way, you can go and get gifted, or you can go and be with somebody who going to go 50-50 with you. Or you can be with somebody who gonna work with you. Seriously. That's on you, and that's your life. It's your choice. But just know that's what it is. With white people, they gonna give it to you. With Spanish people, they gonna go 50-50. And with black people, like, you got a partner. And it's not the same as 50-50. It's very different. So we got another one. It's just all about choices, to be honest. This is some very chaotic energy for me. I was going to take whatever that card was, but I decided not to. So 1. I genuinely believe that black people need to be with black people, especially in America, because we the only ones who can help us get out of our shitty ass ways. If we date outside of our race, it creates a certain level of stubbornness within us, and also laziness. But I mean, to each his own, because some people meant to live that type of life, some people not. You can't say whether it's you until you find out. Like, it's no judgment on any position, but I'm just telling you what it is. Like, I'm telling you your safety levels and all of that, like mental safety, emotional safety, because that black woman, she date that white man, maybe he older, boom, he died. Then the fuck, first of all, he couldn't even spit her the type of game to survive around black people while he was here. So he definitely ain't gonna be able to do nothing for her while he gone. So she either gonna have to isolate herself from regular black people. That's actually her only choice. Isolate herself from black people, or she gonna make a mistake and go black back and go black, right? See, go back into the black community and then overgive. Same for you, black man. You gonna do it. The only thing that is different, especially with like certain men in the mentality thing, is he ain't gonna mind taking that white money, that white person money, and then going back to a black woman, because all he wanted was money anyway. The black woman, she wanted love and all this and that. The black man, he wanted respect though, and the black woman don't always give it to him. So that's what the black woman has to work on, giving the black man respect. And it's the same way vice versa. Black man got to work on giving the black woman respect. Because if y'all both give each other respect, y'all will listen to each other. If y'all listen, y'all will grow. Y'all don't got to keep worrying about all this and that. Because when he yell at Sally from being too focused, when he... God, I'm telling you. Yo, just don't make them have to yell at you, bro. They be getting irritated and shit. Just like to him, don't make her have to yell at you, bro. Just listen. Like, because when she tell Connor to sit the fuck down and shut up, she just trying to tell him something. Connor, sit the fuck down, shut up, just trying to tell her something. Listen to what she's saying. Get her dressed, take her out, all that. And then you know the rest. You feel me? And when he tells Sally to sit the fuck down and shut up because he just trying to say something, she apologized. She sit down, shut up, make sure she get out the most important part of his conversation. And then when she get past the climax of it, she start walking towards the kitchen. So bitch, figure it out. You gonna listen or what? You feel me? And it ain't just the females, males too. You gonna figure it out or what? Because motherfuckers can have their way either way. But y'all want to be with each other. Y'all always, and that's how you know it's like a toxic relationship once y'all start being too stubborn. You always see black people, like black women complaining about black men and black men complaining about black women. What's the point? Didn't you start going to date Jose and Joshua, and didn't you start to go date Ashley and Bella? So what you worried about with Shaniqua and Kim doing, and what you worried about Jermaine and Ray Ray for? Didn't you say you was moving on to the other race? Y'all still waiting for each other to change. It don't work like that. Y'all have to work together. Or mind y'all business. Alright, so I'm putting these away. Yeah, pick your battles. What are you talking about? If it's your battle, you fight. Hello, it's called a battle. Just know, black man, like, you can't just tell such and such, like, you can't tell Shaniqua to sit the fuck down and shut up because you're just trying to explain something and think she gonna sit the fuck down because you're trying to explain something, but she's not gonna shut up. Like, but she not gonna keep on, like, yelling. It's just gonna take her a couple seconds to get quiet before she shut up. But she's still gonna shut up. Don't be mad that it took her a couple seconds. Like, what you gonna do if she tell you to sit the fuck down and shut up because she just trying to explain something? You may not even sit down, right? You fuck the shut up. You won't even get there. You may not even sit down. So it's like respect her, like respect her struggle, cause somebody gotta work with her, and it needs to be you. Cause what if it was a black man with Sonya Massey that day? What if? What if it was a black man with Breonna Taylor? This not a joke. Was George Floyd arguing with a woman before he left? Because it was late. If it was a black woman in his life and in his business, he wouldn't have been out there like that. And the black woman would have been all in his business, telling him not to wear that hood because you know you got on that black hood. Come on now, as a black woman. Don't wear that black hood with your hood on because you know the police be tripping and you looking like, you get what I'm saying? None of this shit is made up when there's facts behind it. Alright. I'm about to put this away. And then, say if it was a black woman, and I'm not speaking on him because I don't know, but say if it was a black woman and she do tell him not to wear the hood or whatever the case may be, and freaking he do it anyway because he feel like she just always tripping, nagging, and bitching. Or to maybe like a Sonya, like you'll have a black man tell her something like, don't let anybody in your house, and then she argue back because this black man care about her. It don't matter that she argue back, so he say don't let nobody in your house, and she say, well, what if it's the police? I don't got no choice. And he let her know without a warrant and or anything like that that gives people permission to come into your home. You don't have to let anybody into your home, even if it is the police. You get what I'm saying? And now you did have a complicated conversation with a black woman as a black man because you didn't want her to argue something, but she really didn't know. You get what I'm saying? So she was just passionate and she asked you a question. You can't be mad that she asked you a question because in order for you to protect her, you need to explain things. You ain't gonna have to explain that to Becky because that don't matter what the fuck Becky did. She can have blood on her hands. He's still gonna talk to her kindly on the other side of the door. If a black woman open the door with blood on her hands, she probably gonna die within the next 3 minutes. So, like, I'm gonna pull some cards from the tarot. Please do not. Please, like, this is valuable. Eight of Wands. Cops pull the trigger, kill a nigga. He's a hero. Like, the best thing that we needed to do, the best thing that we could do for ourselves is stick together. Black people always talking about if we was like the Mexicans or the Latinos, blah, blah, blah. Or what's stopping us? Us. Yeah, it's really each one teach one for real. And I'm gonna just let y'all know that particular burden is not my burden. I do respect black men and I do hold them at a certain hierarchy. I do accept the truth and all of that, but we need to listen. Submission is deeper than just these words. Stop thinking about it like that. And men, instead of craving submission, understand why you're doing it. Because then you don't just give up when you say don't let nobody in the house and she think that you're just trying to be overbearing and doing too much. You get what I'm saying and say, oh, well, since you think this, then just do it anyway. You say no because you don't do this because this could hurt you. Stuff like that. Like, speak game. Exactly, Queen of Swords. And black women decide, oh, well, if you're not going to listen to me, then da 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 da, you can just go. No, because George Floyd and stuff. Remember? Remember? Man, fight. What are you talking about? Not fight, but like, you know, fight for what you believe in. Everything is a fight. Like, you don't fight everybody the same way. You don't fight everything the same way. You don't use the same tactics on everything. Just like you don't use the same tactics on everybody. But have that conversation. Because your life really depends on it. With the justice and the sun. That lady who is some black lady, she a Scorpio and she wear glasses on TikTok. And she said she's a root worker. She was mentioning that too. Like, she said it could be a rooted issue if you aren't able to be in a relationship. She said that she was a root worker and this what she said. She said it without saying that she had to say it. She said the way to like block, I meant to unblock like relationships in your life, you have to have a conversation with your higher power, whoever your higher power is. You have to have a conversation with them and ask them to remove it. Like, and I don't know if it's as simple as asking them to remove it, because when you ask them to remove the blockage, it could be physical things, you know, including like certain traits within yourself, stuff like that, belief systems, shit like that. So you gotta ask the higher power to remove it and do the work to remove it so you can bond better with people, especially, yeah, just bond better with people in general, but like having interpersonal relationships. But she also said the importance of having a relationship is simple shit like that, Sonya Massey shit, because like, say fucking God, well, that ain't a God forbid, you know, just we hope that we don't die young, right? But like, you die in your sleep. Somebody should be there, you know what I mean? Somebody should be there, because you don't need to be in your house for fucking a week or two just because that's what it is. Like, dead, you know? Nobody know nothing. That's why we have, you know, our person, and we also treat them good because we can live long and healthy lives together. Like, we already, now we in the day and the age of the herbs and shit like that. Now we can really literally teach ourselves. We learning about fasting and all of that too. We can really literally like get our numbers back up in our lives. We can get our numbers up. We can live together long, happy, healthy lives. Because people even be living long lives not that healthy. So just imagine how long you could live, like really being active and able. But we gotta uplift each other. We gotta listen to each other. I don't want to keep taking these, exactly. It's time to change. Yeah, black men, go get you a black woman and go work on it. That's my advice. People do, or in a sense, I'm not racist at all. Y'all know me. But I'm just saying that people do need to deal with their own race, because we got problems within ourselves that only our own race can understand. So I feel like it's a lot that, if we want to live a purposeful life, being with our own race would definitely help us a lot. But I'm not saying that people shouldn't continue to date outside of the race if they want to, because dating outside of the race is helping with segregation and shit like that. um but I just want you to know that when you date outside of your race, like, yeah, sometimes the other children who are full blood anything can be a certain level of jealous of them, maybe, but they also like ostracize your child and treat them some type of way. They ostracize the child and treat them some type of way and tell them that they don't fit in on either side, and that's okay because that's just life. But I'm just telling you what you're doing. um Also, be responsible with how you raise your child, meaning raise your child. And that also includes definitely being with a black person could help you with that. A healthy black person who's ready to also move forward and respect you. Um, it will help you do more for your children, because a lot of black children are also growing up without both parents, and you need to do the best that you can to be happy and healthy, because whatever you go through in this lifetime will be some sort of trauma or experience for your child, and it's going to shape how they exist in the world. For example, I met somebody, I think their dad had dementia. So like her spirit was totally different. Like, okay, so basically, like, she was a Scorpio, right? And her dad had dementia when she was young. Like, she lost her dad young, but he had dementia. So she, like, Scorpios can be mysterious and not as forthcoming, like straightforward, but she was very straightforward and very detailed with her in-depth emotions, because of like her dad losing his memory. Like, she want to be able to make sure you understand her. You get what I'm saying? So like, just make your life purposeful for your child, so that it can be something, that they can take with them, and hopefully it don't gotta be something like that, because that was painful for her. Like, yeah, she did something positive with it, but not everybody is able to transmute that great. So you should definitely fix your own problems. The Four of Diamonds. Clean up your debt and shit like that. Get life insurance. The fuck? Definitely get you some life insurance. If you're not gonna clean up your debt, get some get some good life insurance, so that your children can pay off your debt and give the oldest the most money, because the oldest one is the one who gonna be responsible for paying your debt. Unless like, you don't have rights over them no more. Anything else? Yeah. That was the video, y'all. I'm not being racist at all. I'm just telling y'all the truth. If you any other race, it go the same way. Everything that I said. White women, a black man cannot protect you the same way a white man can. Because a black man been through more than what a white man been through. And his nerves is going to be panicky, and you actually going to get in more trouble for being around a black man. You get what I'm saying? Like, so you need to go learn some white people karma, bro. Stop running. You too, Latino people. Shit. So, Asian, I don't know what y'all really wanted to sound like is, because I don't care if you mix it or not. I'm just telling you what you're doing, as far as not being able to face being your own race. And when you don't face it, it's going to be even harder for your child. It's like, just keep it black, keep it black. I'm sorry. I said what I said. I was just saying, like, I'm not saying that, but I'm not saying that. If you want to continue to date outside your race, at least just stop fucking hating your own. Come on now, because it's a reflection of you. White men do that shit too. They talk about how they don't date white women. What are you talking about? Why don't you date white women? I'm confused. Black men love white women. What are you talking about? Like, but then y'all want to be mad when she want to date black men because y'all don't know how to treat her. Hello. Like, what the fuck? Spanish men, Asian men too, all mad because their woman is dating outside of their race. Know how to treat them. Be a fucking man. White men get treated on for that a lot too, don't they? Don't they, white girls? They do. White men get cheated on for letting their woman cheat. He be talking with his friends, drinking beers, talking about there's nothing he can do about it. That black man tell her, listen, stop playing with me. I'm telling you. Like, stop playing with me will change literally about 80% of everything that she been doing just straight up. Like, and you got Connor talking about he don't know what to do. Don't make your son black just because Connor don't know how to communicate. First of all, argue with Connor and tell Connor that his feelings is important. You feel me? Instead of just walking over him. Tell him that his feelings is important. Because the same thing y'all doing to y'all men is the same thing that our men is saying we doing to them. So you can't just switch races and saying it's better. Latino women, the same thing. Just walking all over y'all men, disrespecting them and telling them how somebody else is better. Like, y'all don't see that we doing that? Oh, God, I almost left about something that's not appropriate. All right, so, boom, I'm not gonna, all right, yeah. So, yep. Get it together. Get it together. Because Jamal, the only reason why Becky not yelling at you is because she can't. Yes, us Shaniquas can yell at you, Ray Ray and Jamal. Yes, we can because we're not scared of you. And we don't have to argue with Connor because Connor don't want to argue anyway. You know what I'm saying? Just like you don't have to argue with Becky. He don't have to argue with Becky. And that's why they gonna be stupid, because they didn't want to have a conversation that challenged them. They don't like challenges. They just gonna stay what they is. Everybody else gonna help them. Listen, I'm done. I'm over it. I'm done. I said what I said, bro. Like, y'all know I'm not trying to hurt nobody with nothing. Y'all know I ain't told y'all nothing but the truth. And I love y'all, and I hope y'all get it together. Like I said, you're gonna continue to date outside your race. At least don't disrespect it. Hello. It's a sign of sure ignorance. Disrespecting your race is disrespecting yourself. Peace.